Hey, hello everybody, how's it going? Hey, today I want to show you something really cool that I came across on eBay, and that's an old dynamometer car. Now, a lot of you might be familiar with the Walters model that came out a few years ago, and I guess you can find these on eBay or Train Show. They're usually going for a good price because they're very popular. I got the Pennsylvania one. I also have this nickel plate, which is like a Brunswick green or a Pullman green. And I also have one in brass that I painted. You can hear my Berkshire in the background running. Anyways, you can see a little dial inside there as you pull the coupler mechanism. You know, it's just to show how much, pull the engine has and all that. I wouldn't call this very accurate, but, it's an interesting little gadget for your railroad. And of course, you know me, I like all the unusual cars. And to me, this just has that classic look, because Nickel Plate used to use theirs all the time. But anyways, the one I want to show you, though, is by a company called Devore, I believe. I bought two. One came with instructions, but it came all beat up in a box. It was not packaged very well. But it did come with the original instructions. And I handled this very carefully because I've tried to find some information on this company, and all I could find out was that this car, according to a guy on a forum I was on, was built in 1952. So if that's so, we're looking at a 73-year-old train car here, HO train car. But it's all metal construction, and somebody put windows in this one. And it's supposed to have stirrup straps on each corner and in the center. I took the ones off on this one. There they are. Because I took the body off just as looked inside the mechanism. But anyways, so you have these all metal trucks that are sprung. And then here's the bottom. Now somebody put a Katy couplers in with a box, which is fine on the one end, but the other end where the drawbar, or what do you want to call that, controls the dial mechanism, you need it connected. The coupler has to be connected to, there's the end detail, to the mechanics inside this car, which I'll show you in a minute here. And it has a dial on both sides. So that's the one that had all the parts. Unfortunately, somebody changed out the couplers. Now here is the shell from one. You can see, look at that, it's all metal. Pretty nicely done. Oh, and also on this one, it does have movable doors. Whoever made this glued the doors open. So I imagine it probably flopped around a lot. But here's the one I got, and unfortunately, the couplers came broken when I got it because it wasn't packaged very well, and a detail part came off from the bottom, which is not a big deal. I don't know if I showed you the bottom. Now, the trucks are different on both of these. I don't know if the company changed trucks or somebody changed out the trucks. And so first of all, you got these T-frames here. And that's just to hold the door, so it slide. But here's your mechanism. Now you got a simple spring right here, and you have this lever with a thin little wire right there that goes down into the coupler pocket right there. And I believe the coupler, I haven't taken it off, is probably like a Katy, like an MK4, which has this little square opening, which you have a little spring that goes in there with a little teeny metal dowel. And I believe the arm goes in the back of this, so when you're pulling on it, on a train, that pulling action would pull on this. And you can see, as it would pull, it'd move the arm, the dials would move. Here, closer look at that dial. So I got to find, hopefully they didn't come with Katie's. It came with actually Devore's own model, which I believe this is one I have in my collection. It's missing the trip pin in the middle. And these are not Katie. They look like it, but they do not work with Katie. So a really cool design that was made, I guess, 73 years ago. I just have to find some parts and work on these to get this thing to start, to, make it in working condition. But no one's ever done a video that I can find on the Devore trains, especially not this car. So I thought it'd be cool just to show you real quick. A very unique car, and like I said, it's all metal. These ends are die cast, the body's die cast, and then you got like sheet metal. The vents are plastic up here on top. But yeah, pretty cool car overall. So I'm gonna try to do more research. Somebody's got another one for sale, but it's actually selling for $50 and it's missing parts. So I'm like, whoa, I need parts. I don't need something missing parts. So I'll be looking out for this car. I don't believe I've ever come across one at a train show. But then again, maybe it wasn't on my radar and I didn't even notice it. So, but yeah, I'll see if I can get this in working condition someday. And if I do, I'll make a video so you can see a thing in action. And we can do a run by real quick. It won't work, obviously. But the one in the background, we'll put it behind a steam engine and watch her go by real quick.